Gemini, and welcome to a timeless justice for Gemini reading, where we discuss the topic of justice, however the conversation would like to be had, via one of the two sister channels that I run for, which on this channel belongs to Sekhmet. To gain access to her other half, Bastet, check out the description box below, alright? You'll know when, where, why on your own moving of your intuition. Bear in mind that the description box will have different ways how to travel the content between the two channels, as well as access to my website where you can find out more information as to who I am as Seventh, as well as booking any services that I have made available at this time. Bear in mind that you, the listener, may find that whatever brings you here in any form of relationship you have to being Gemini and or the latter, that the interpretations may come off as merciful and or merciless to you. However, the interpreter that I am to Sekhmet as Seventh, it'll advise you that these insights are coming from the highest vibrational form of honor and the way that she would like to have the conversation. With all that, keep in mind that you have tapped into a collective reading that I, Seventh, am holding. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I actually have made time for. So use that as annoying to take the bits and pieces that are to your liking and leave anything with me behind that may not have been to your liking. Lastly, please remember that feminine and masculine energies are not gender specific within a reading. Femininity has both masculine and feminine energies. Masculinity as well has both feminine and masculine energies. Alright, again, I am Seventh, aka Master Seventh, that reads these energies for you. I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Again, justice for Gemini. Oh, bring me the quest of love. Tell me this was all not done in vain. Send me a love letter that you are around the corner as we see the devil. Is it lust, infatuation, or is it the pursuit of becoming a better human, a better soul, a better experience? Is this an energy that you can trust that will feed you back? Or will it just feed and never give back? Whew. It ain't that person, but it is another. However that may mean for you. Oh, Gemini, 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 Gemini. Y'all are... You feel it's like insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. It's like you're really trying to ground the emotional struggle that's happening in the mind. There's so many variables of awareness that you have that you are not forgiving yourself is just actually the working speed of you being Gemini. There is a duality of intellect that happens with you at any given moment. You have one head and another head. That's like 6 energies, all right? Because left hemisphere, right hemisphere of one mind, then a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere of another mind. Then you have the 2 Geminis, right? And then you have those 2 Geminis together, so that's 2 times 2 is 4, and then a perspective of all that. There's layers. There's layers to this shit. There's layers of you becoming intellectually wiser, intellectually more grounded, more free-spirited, more adept, and less of the imposter syndrome. There's something to a lesson in life that where you can recognize all the people that play a role to helping you draw decisions and also maybe relationships. Whether that's someone matchmaking you with someone that they think they will be of likeness to and vice versa, or just all the variables of how people can be very beautiful in the act of engaging in human emotion and being a human. And there are beautiful humans around. Yet the atrocity lies when there's not a collective beautification of that and rejuvenation and a recycling and a promise that is attached to infinity to this. Because if we had more of that, there would be less chaos. There would be, because it's a flow that would work despite having differences being different. It can be two opposing energies coming together and loving and embracing themselves for being two separate, absolutely completely different individuals. To love that desire, to be in the pursuit of that acceptance, to keep that variable open and being open-minded is what allows different colors of life via people, places, and things and adventure to come in and introduce themselves to you. And then there is a lesson too, knowing that all those individuals, you don't owe a relationship of having them be in your everyday, every fucking day, or week, or month, or yearly basis. You don't need to have people in the physical that may have granted you something, a self-awareness of some kind, and feel that you owe them something. There needs to be somewhat of an energy of perspective that you give yourself credence to accept that the people who truly love you love the fact that being in the vibration of loving you or having love for you may come with a transaction of something, and because it comes in a transaction of the flow of that loving you, it doesn't require anything coming back, because that's this act of service. There is a knowing, I have this to give and I don't require anything back. The moment you have that of certain people, it's conditional. It's a conditional transaction. I will only give you this if you give me this. And if you're struggling to figure out if you're in that position, you're already answering to the fact that you are in that position. If you're struggling how to get out of that position because you don't know how to bring closure to that decision, you need to physically decide on how to remove yourself from the situation, so much so to lessen the ability that you have to be in a position to advocate for yourself unnecessarily. There are different pursuits. If you can't do it emotionally, you do it physically. If you can't do it physically, you do it spiritually. Now, the niche of spirituality is where it gets interesting. Some people hide behind religion or use it as their shield while they do some ritual shit. And some people do some ritual shit and expecting results, and those results are falling short. So, spiritual game, I would be more cautious in being the first token. If in the first token you're ignoring your emotional integrity and groundedness and stability, as well as your physical groundedness and stability, I would usher you to have more attention to those two first before you attack any type of spiritual denomination to make changes. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Emotional and physical changes. Because the spiritual, it's too much right now. It's too much coming into the synopsis of the many aspects of who you are, and being able to make sense of that right now is not really your priority. It's more of allocating them and understanding the value of what is there. And then auctioning off accordingly. This weird way of saying the shit. That's it. That's all that I'm going to say. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.